Good morning, beautiful people. Adam, how you doing? Kirsty, Mick. You alright, Jacko? Bad idea, lad. Dan. How are you doing, Daisy? Good evening. How you doing? Yesterday, it bucketed down, and I mean bucketed down. The garden, like up around the chicken pens, was flooded. So we're going to go down the kettles, see how high the river is. I'm also nursing a dodgy back. Took me an hour to get out of bed yesterday. It seized. By millimetre, it's blooming agony trying to get up. Rebecca Cam, how you doing? Surfer. If you don't know Surfer, click on his name and go over. And you can see it's actually coming in clear. It's been that fine misty stuff all morning that absolutely soaks you. Coming in from the sea. Thank you, Rebecca Cam. That dog owner's a lunatic like me. He's crossing the main road. That's exactly where we're going. Everything's suddenly so green. How you doing, Jacko? Even the oak tree that had no leaf on last week, all green. Great Ace, good to see you. How you doing? UK, what's occurring? How you doing? Another fabulous channel, UK Transparency. Jessie, how you doing? Jessie, we're going down to an ancient woodland. There was a quarry from Hadrian's Wall, the Romans. 209 AD. They started working there. Should we go? Yes, we shall. We'll go over this way and then back along the cycle route into the wood, I think. Gypsy Dave, long time no see. How are you doing? This path also turns into a river. So we might have a pond. I can smell something stinky. What is it? Ooh, stick. Lots of sticky willy. There's long turns into a pond down the bottom. But see, Dave, what's occurring? Hopefully, no one I know found me. But you know what? See, turns into a pond. Within a few months, less than 6 months, she was home on his prosthetic. That guy with his dog is walking the same way that I want to walk. I was hoping that he'd go the other way. You never know, he might catch the deer at this end before that doe. She might have a fall already, actually. Right. Always shut the gates. Ouchie. Shouldn't have been pulling at that. Dave, thank you so much. You're a star. Look at those hills and dark clouds on the hills. Rebecca, we're going to a beautiful woodland with a river that should be raging, in theory. Had a lot of rain over the last couple of days. If we get away from this main road, the peace will be all I have. You can smell all sorts of pollen, but I can't see what it's coming from. Hay fever season is among us. Soon this side will be shoulder height. Until I've had these walking boots on for a few days, they're hurting. Now, a lot of this landscape on the right looks man-made, but we had a modern day quarry in there as well. We also had the limestone coming this way. Dave, thank you so much for coming in. Hawkeye, how are you doing? You're a star. It's actually clearing off. I can see blue sky coming in from Skate Sea. Not much, but there is some. Look how green it is, just like that. Everything seems to have woken up. So we've seen deer on the back of this hill here. I'm hoping they're about this early. That main road is the main road from east to west. Across the north of the country, it cuts the country in half. Is it starting to cool right down, Daisy? And what do we have coming? It's a pigeon. It's a duck. Is it a duck? No, it's a crow. Loads of crow nests up in those treetops. That's the birds you can hear. I want to get away from this road and down into tranquility. My hills have vanished. They're under the clouds. It's really warm today. It's really humid. We have an El Nino happening. A jet stream that comes from the US and hits the UK has shifted a little bit, which has pulled warmer weather up. And they're talking about having about 3 months of very, very good weather. That would be a miracle. You alright, Casey? What are you up to today? Blue Nose, good morning. Yes, crazy chicken lady. It was absolutely bucking it down yesterday. But Cheap Cheap go up with pen like the rest of the chickens did? Nope, I had to carry him. I got sick of trying to debate. So just ended up carrying him. Dan, thank you so much. Thank you, Dan. Logman, how you doing? If you haven't got Dan, go over. He's got a really good sense of humour. And he's got some channel shouts up over there as well as his fish. I love those Oscars. UK here, normally, it's 2 weeks in May. And then it goes to like this. God, it's warm. You take the coat off. Last year was an exception. And those 2 heat waves, we had 36 degrees here. I sunbathed those babies from start to finish. Took some willpower, but the sun's my thing. It's pretty strange, but we haven't really had many storms, have we, this winter? Normally we'll have storms barreling in around Christmas. But it wasn't as bad as last year. Did enjoy the snow, I must admit. Looks like it's snowing down here, but it's just blossom off the crab apples and cherry trees. I'll see what's occurring down here. Silver read my mind. Told him to get out of my head. No way. Blooming heck. Cherries. Baby cherry. I love a cherry. I'd love a cherry tree. Right, let's get down this cup. Hey, we're close to sticky ball season. They've grown nearly a foot since the last time we were here. It's amazing how quick things grow. And nettles, lots of nettles, bar humbug, right. It's gonna be slippy. I'm gonna get me new boots mucky. I don't like getting new boots minging. I like to keep them as pristine for as long as I can. They won't be when we get up the moor though. Because the moors are just massive sponges. The peat, it just soaks up the water and you actually bounce on it. It's kind of soft ground, but it really holds the water well. So for all you're on top of hills, you have reeds, you have bogs. Makes for interesting walking. That's crabapple. These trees had a bumper season last year. Hopefully it's quiet this way. David, how you doing? Good morning. That old ash is it actually 2 trees? Yeah, it's 2 attached together. We'll see if those huge trees have come down over the Roman quarry yet. I thought they might drop this winter, but they're edging closer to the edge. And all the heavy rain will push them a little bit further. When they do go, I bet I can hear it at my house because they're big mature trees and they've got a big drop coming. And there's like 4 or 5 all going to go. Just birds. With my neck crunching, hope you didn't hear that. My neck of my back cracks and pops like your knuckles. I was telling Mick the other day, yesterday, which is fun. Kind of freaks people out, but it's quite satisfying when it's not necessarily big and scary. I'm used to it. So we've got the little railway bridge running all the way right there. Railway, Shazza, get your teeth around words. I'm good, Daisy. I had a couple of dodgy back days, so I'm trying to be gentle on it. I don't want it to go as bad as it was last time. It kind of seizes up overnight. Took us an hour to get out of bed yesterday. Moving it a millimetre at a time and it was excruciating. It's fun. I'm late. I try not to be. See the ferns? I like them when they're this size because they're like little works of art. But they stink. I don't like the smell of ferns at all and they're miserable to walk through. David, yes I do. I'm in Northern England. Close to a World Heritage Site. The wood that we're going to, the quarry that is in there was from the Roman era, part of it. And they were there in 209 AD, chiseling stone away to take off to Hadrian's Wall, which, poor man's Wall of China, cuts the country in half to keep the northerners out and to keep the land that they'd taken. Challenging, how are you doing? There you go, Daisy. A little tiny sticky willy. Velcro's not so big. 54 degrees, how are you doing? Now then, 54 degrees. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic channel. If you don't know him, press on his name and go over. I'd love to do those wild campings, but I'll never get back up off the ground. Where's your next adventure, 54? 54 does walking too, but he goes way, way more than my body would let me do. Beautiful. Nursing a bad back. So I've kind of been gentle-ish today. Ish. I've already pulled it. George, good morning. How you doing? I've already pulled it trying to shut the gate. You think, yay me. It's got another badger run through there. See that? There it is. And there's a tiny little robin sat listening, singing to me there. Oh, it's a baby. Damn it. Just there, if you can zoom in, that's a just fledged baby robin. Its mum was feeding it. Bluebells are out. I can hear geese. They must be going to the town. How's that puppy yours? 54. Mine's a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Right, last time I saw someone part of the herd, they're on this side. So keep a lookout on both. And this is another little patch of bog. It tends to dry out more. Last year was a really dry winter. Now everything's replenished. See that beck running in the bottom there. I don't know if she'll stay here because it's just so wet. You see the water standing in there. It's literally a pond. It's a water supply for around the fawn, but probably too wet. There's a lot of water in. This time last year, that was all totally dry. As was this side. You're up late, George. You're not asleep. These boots are hurting my feet. The joy of walking in new boots. Farmer's out on his quad bike. Maybe taking new lambs out into the fields. Oh, the mamas are bleating. He's maybe going to feed them. Look, Badger's got a little bridge there. The Badger's actually pushed the wire up. There's a dog coming behind me, so I'm trying not to stand around too much. Just in case there is. I am going to the Roman Quarry. And that woodland there. Its true name is the River Gelt in Gelt Woods. If you Google Written Rock of Gelt, G-E-L-T, it's a rare tablet for the UK that they removed to preserve it because of that. I think there's only 2 or 3 of them been found in the country, and that was here at this quarry. There's also a Roman graffiti. The heather plays tricks on you. It's the same colour as deer. And there's a rock just there. And it looks like a deer bum. So she had the farm last year. She had a little nursery just along here on the left. And it was amazing, but it was sad at the same time. Catching her taking the phone away. End of last summer. So they were in here. The dough and a book. This is where the nursery was. This is the very first place we saw the dough and the fawn. And she was in there with a book. Can't see her today. Nutter, how you doing? Nutter does live chats every morning. Click on his name and click that notification bell. Good crack. He's a good one, is Nutter. It is ridiculously warm and humid. Almost short weather. I say that, it's probably like 13 degrees Celsius. It's a bit of a shock. It's been really frosty the last couple of weeks. Ooh, it's a bit deep. Ducky, how you doing, Ducky? What have we got in there? A woodpecker. Woodpecker, stay still. Good woodpecker. Oh, I can't see it. How you doing, Ducky? In UK Transparency, he tends to do in the afternoons music chill streams. Awesome. Go and dance yourself away. I do like his musical choices. Yeah, Dan's got a wicked sense of humour. It's funny. I mean, look how green everything is all of a sudden. Wasn't like this the last time we were here. Oop, fly away. Tis the season of flies in your teeth, in your eyes, and buzz-bys by wasps and bumblebees and honeybees. It's still really wet. It'll be a good water source for the birds. I mean, they can go down the river. It's a good source. Nice seeing that robin check fledged as well. Tango, good morning. How you doing? Baby blackcap. Yes. Blackcap just there. Got to build its nest. Very unusual to see blackcaps here. A grey bird with a black head. Now, if I was on YouTube, I could zoom in, but I can't. Wow, that's all grey body, black cap, and it's just sat in there. Try and clip it after. Brownie grey bird, like a robin, just a little tiny bit bigger than a robin, but with a really black, dark hat on. Hence they're called black caps. They're normally in a flock, and that one was collecting grass, so it's maybe he's already had one set of chicks off, and it's on to round 2. We have maybe 2 clutches of chicks off every year. The climate here. Last year, the pigeons were idiots. They were hatching chicks, pardon your language, Dazza, in October, which was never going to work out well. Topaz, good to see you. What are all those flies about? Right, let's move quickly. Topaz, brilliant magnet fisher. Let's click on his name and go over and have a look. Good lad is Topaz. Right, hopefully I'm going to shake this lady with the dog off as we come through here. Ooh, soaking. My pleasure, Topaz. You can see we've had bits of a flash. And I can hear that river's raging. We'll see how high it is up in those kettles. Right, let's have a look at these trees in the quarry. Ooh. I know pretty much every path and its potential, I say potential direction. They all should kind of lead in together. The other side of the wood, I don't like part of it. Horrible feeling to it. It's dark and dingy in the pines. And something's chased me, which adds to the, I don't like you. Walking up a path, you're looking over your shoulder, you feel like someone's behind you. And all of a sudden, all I could hear was ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Really loud, hollow sound on the ground, like a horse kind of runs. Nothing there. I legged it. But at the same time, I dropped signals, so I didn't have you lot with me, and I was freaking out. Scared the life out of me. Thanks, challenging, so do you. Brandon, good evening, how you doing? I've got some more of Hadrian's Wall plans 54. I'm going to go and do Sycamore Gap. Sycamore Gap on Hadrian's Wall is where the opening scenes of Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, was filmed. The little boy runs up a tree and there's dogs all around the base. Well, that is just up the road from me. They actually asked locals if they wanted parts as the extras. Longer haired fellas and no hair dye. So that excluded quite a lot of them, but there was a fair few did it. Run free, how you doing? So the tree's still up there. There's a lot down below it. It's dropped. So that path is actually the bedrock. Little stream when there's enough rain. Don't particularly want to go underneath it. There's a lot of branches and rocks in the bottom. I might try and take you to the next bit and give you a look at the tooling marks. I mean, these tooling marks, 1800 years old. And they're still visible, they're still fresh, just like this place. All the tool marks still there. It's sandstone, so it's kind of a miracle that they're still there. There is. Joe, it's Mike. How you doing? Key Weasel. Good to see you, Key Weasel. If I miss anyone, shout at me. I don't like being ignorant. Oop, hello. That's a big step. Yeah, it's all sandstone. There's actually a graffiti here, and I can't find it. It's driving me nuts. Stood staring at marks on a stone face. Driving me nuts. So we're going to go and try and get to the next part and give you a better look at what we are dealing with. I'm good, Brun, you alright? So green. How long is it since we've been here? A week? A bit. maybe a week. Awesome. How are you doing? Good to see you. Ooh, yummy. Beef stew. Can't beat beef stew. Tonight, I was going to possibly... Oh, that's really fallen down. I was going to have maybe do mince and mashed potatoes. 54, if you don't know, challenging. She's one of our resident chefs. Stunning food. We're making some. Wow, the river's right up. Angela, good morning. How you doing? And there's our other cook, Angela. Wow, this path's soggy. I don't know why people are walking on the top. Jake, love you. How you doing? Jake, what happened to the Discord? Did you kick it or did you knock me out? Yeah, I know I was hardly there, but that's not the point. So here's another part of the curry. Jake is my guilty pleasure. I adore him. It's a good bloke, is Jake. So we'll have the 2 marks on this little piece of the quarry. It's huge. The next part is massive. All these 2 marks. See, that looks like a path, but it's not. It could possibly have been a path that's collapsed. I hadn't considered that. The other end. So this bank has all given way over the years because there's a little path around that side and it would come all the way around here. The water's really up. Normally, I can walk right along the edge, but we don't be today. We'll go to the biggest part of the quarry. It is huge. Can't get it all in the picture at the same time. They've been here for a lot of years. So they've been an encampment. Then we had battles in the late 1500s. Peaceful and tranquil place. 54, so did I. I was arguing with Cheap Cheap. I ended up picking him up and carrying him to his house. Brandon, thank you. Brandon, you know what? I thought I would. But I've got jeans on. And jeans and wet body don't get on. What's up, Tango? Oh, lovely, Tango. They should be bringing you a bottle of water. How long have you been without water, Tango? Right, we'll go over the top. Because that's rather boggy. And we're about on the main cliff face. brought a thing coat because it had been raining, just fine misty stuff. I kind of wished I hadn't. It's really humid. Right, this is just kind of on top of bedrock, so it can be slippery. Here's the start of the main face. Love it. Love the left hand side of this and the colours from the lichen and moss. There's a lot of fallen trees. You have to be careful on this path. Perzo, how are you doing? The problem with sandstone is because it's so porous, lichen and moss and slimy stuff can get a real good hold of it. We'll go around this side. The fountain. What's occurring here? The path is slipping again. Not good. We'll see how much of the path is left at my other favourite bit. We have a treat when we get round this corner. Kilburn. This is the part where the Roman tablet came from, this main wall. But I just can't see the graffiti, it drives me nuts. And look at that. Covered in tool marks from top to bottom. All the way along. Boba, how you doing? Scott, Godson. Good to see how you all doing. It's most definitely full. I'll have to come back from the other side when the water drops. Have a nose about. See what's down there. And again, we've got trees upside down in this part as well, which I kind of just left. UK, thank you for coming in. You're a star. You haven't got UK, or if you've got him, make sure you've got the bell clicked. And watch him doing his lives. Brilliant atmosphere, brilliant music. He's a star. Ooh, heck. I'm getting face planted. Oh, that would be good. How you doing, Scott? Now this is my favourite view of it. Up on this side. Ooh, heck. That was close. 1800 years old, those marks. It's crazy. I'll try and take it a little bit closer. But the ground is just rubble and trees, so you have to be a bit careful underfoot. So let you have a look at these chisel marks. See those marks on the stone? Roman, it's mad. And it's, oh, that looks like E.T. I'll have to clip that for Jamie. E.T. found home. And E.T.'s hand. Right, Shazza, clip that for Jamie. Amanda, how you doing? All these beautiful tool marks. All the way through. It is enormous. So they've been here for a long time. Roman troops, commanders. The graffiti actually takes the mickey out of the commanders and Emperor Severus, who was the emperor at the time. There have been slaves, masons. There were, should I go that way? I'll go that way. That looks a bit safer. Commanders have had kitchen staff, horses, carts, oxen carts. It's not the easiest of terrain for moving stone and large amounts of stone. Ooh. and the sheer manpower to move it as well as animal. I'm down. Snugster, how are you doing? I thought that was a dead bat. It's a piece of fern. I said, oh, I'll pull back. As we are on StreamYard, I'll see if it'll let me take you on my favourite part. Because the water should be close to the level of the path. We'll give it a go. The little robin sat just there. Beautiful little thing. I love robins. Love them. And we get to the kettles and I'm taking my coat off. It is really warm. I just feel it. It's weird. Way too warm. Oops, this is some chat. Scott, what kind of weekend have you had? And Vladimir, how's things with you, Vladimir? Very boggy. Claire, how are you doing, Claire? Lovely to see you. How are you? Sorry, I'm trying to hitch my jeans up. They're annoying me. And you actually feel really wet. It's just because it's... Drop me an email, Scott, if you want. Right, jeans hitched up. I'm not too confident in these boots yet. Soles are very rigid. And I'm used to more supple. So I feel like I'm going to trip or slide. Cincy, how are you doing, Cincy? Cincy's lush. I had a baby buzzard just wedged up that tree late summer last year. And this Roman quarry was immense. Looking forward to getting down next to the water. Oh, mechanic, how are you doing? We've got some fabulous people in here today. More quarry, more soil coming down. That tree has been upside down for as long as I've known, and it looks like it's finally gonna tip over the edge. There's a lot of soil dropping. Silver, love you. Silver was reading my mind this morning, just telling me about my head. I said to him, I'm just getting sorted to leave the house on alive. And he said, be careful in them kettles. It's like, how do you know I'm going in kettles? Oh, big doggy. All right. I'm attempting to be good today, since it, because I've had enough back all weekend. And I want to take you down there but the path is a bit sketchy and a bit wet, and not the thing to do when you're nursing anything back. It's very steep, but I love it down there. For whatever reason, StreamYard seems to hold a better signal than YouTube does. So I've got everything crossed for this bit down here. If it does kick me when we get down next to the waterfalls, oh, got an old guy stood still. Know that I'll be legging it to get back into signal. I wonder if he's alright. Good morning. It's really humid, isn't it? Hmm? Yeah, just take. Yeah, just taking a picture. I like collecting the rocks.
It's supposed to switch it off in here. Yes.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
A lot of wind.
So quickly, last week it wasn't. There were no leaves out. Beautiful to see. Worried about the path on that side, it starts to collapse. Which is going to cut the wood in half.
Sorry, which path?
Just past this lower ledge, as you start moving up, part of the path.
Oh, yes, that's right, yeah. It's been like that for several months.
That's it, I'll build it up. It's going to split the wood in two.
It looks fairly sound,
Hopefully.
and officially the rain hasn't shifted it from the path, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's been like that since 7 months, 6 months at least.
Yeah.
You come here afternoon?
Yeah. One of my favourite places ever.
I tried to, but the wife's a bit didn't make it to the hospital, and when it's like that, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's not the safest to walk, is it?
It just seems pointless.
Mm.
Oh, yes. So where you live locally then?
Yes, it's a Brampton.
Or at Brampton?
Yeah, I love it.
We're at New East.
It's a lovely little area as well.
Yes, it is. It's quite nice. It is. There's a view both ways.
Yeah. To talk. Signal, behave. There, I think we're okay. Love this stretch. You've got the waterfall stone wall on this side, and you're just above the water. Look how much of this path dropping in, as is this bit. How you doing, MT? Lovely to see you. Whew. I had to march there, Amanda. This huge, but I refuse to use it now because I don't want to go surfing on it. So we're tiptoeing through the mud. And using Steve's behave. Lee's are messing with me, I think. I think so, Tango. Johnny, how you doing? Alaskans on the Fly is the second Johnny in chat, and he's awesome too. Lives in a stunning part of the world. Listen at that. Another of my favourite places on here, but suddenly it's a bit iffy signal wise. Once we get around this corner, will be good. So I have high hopes. Another fabulous chat. Lovely people. Kingfisher. Amanda, on Alaskan's channel, it's got a couple of videos with some drone footage in there. Oh my God, stunning. I hope you've not been behaving, pizza. We're going around the back of the bush. Me poor new boots. Ugh, the state of this bit. Angela, what kind of weekend have you had? Now, I'm going to risk it because there looks to be some solid ground there. But I'm not risking that bit. We're going up over the top. Ooh. 54, awesome. Awesome footage. Still got lots of snow. I need something, Amanda. Right, we'll be right when we get round here. It is warm. I feel like I'm walking at the same pace that the water's moving. It's a very weird sensation. I think the water's going to be possibly licking the second levels of kettles. We're soon going to find out. They're just around the corner. Just let it chills out. I need some gear. Well, I need I would need gear like Gareth's to get to where we want to go to snoop in those kettles. Because it's got a sheer cliff above it and no bank. Oh, yeah, please do. Bless him. Little ones and birthdays. I could, I could regret this. I'll go that way. I'll be boring because I don't want to fall in. Interesting local paths for getting over mud. A branch that is ridiculously slippery. I know. We'll have that coin and we're over. The robins are singing away today. I have the bedroom window open all year round. I can't stand a closed window. I feel like I'm suffocating. In springtime, waking up to birdsong. Love it. It's the best sound to hear first thing when you wake up. Happy days. Hopefully it won't take too long for your garden to drain. You got anyone that will be able to help you clear up the wreckage? The water board will do so much, I think, but I'm not sure how much else they'll do. The water birds in here are dippers. We have kingfishers. We have grey wagtails. Just seen a couple of dippers flying along there. Wonder if you'll see fish jumping again. Everybody thought I was crazy for he was mocking me. I've got a formation of a cave beginning at the end of here. How long it will last, I do not know, because there are trees rooted into its face. So they might pull the top lip of it down before it gets any deeper. Oh, you'll love MT's brilliant channel. Ah, it's really high. You might be well over the second kettle. Adrian, good morning. They'll put a lot back in place. Just keep an eye on them, Tango, and tell them if they're not doing the job properly. See, the roots of this pine I like to work it out. Within the crevices, unfortunately, pulling the stone out. Can you see that stone there coming away? Look at that. And it comes all the way down in that crevice to the ground. Ooh, the kettles are white. The water's boiling. And I forgot to bring a bag to sit on the bank. Oopsie. It's on my phone, actually. Ooh, it's right up in the kettles. It's in the top. We've got Hobbit House's pizza. We've got two hot buns. Ooh, they've totally changed their Hobbit House into a lean-to. Normally the water's running through a foot wide little gorge. Just there. It's vanished. It looks like a cup of tea. That is just peas on the walls that it's come down from. Let's get down there. It's Daniel. Daniel, how you doing, Daniel? Good to see you. Sorry, Daniel, I didn't see you. Steve, how you doing? I think it's a bit wild for fish to be jumping that. Ooh. These circular holes are what they call the kettles. The faults in the stone, the movement of the water, and stones getting deposited in those little cracks make these circular holes. And the top layer, there's another layer there, and there's a layer actually completely buried underwater. Buried? Swimming with water, right. Okay. Oh, it's all slippery. Right, hang on. Ooh. Oh, shit. Dagmar, how you doing? It's really interesting to see you watching those kettles as the race goes down. No, you know, it's really good. It's fine. It's just too temperamental. Sometimes it's fine for a few minutes, and all of a sudden it'll spin around in circles with its own, and it blocks. I've tried everything setting it up, and it just won't work. So it's new ones on my wish list. There's the right geology here, Jacko. It's gold about 12 miles up the road, registered. Yeah, it'll be fine, I think. Yay! And then it just like spinning like that, and then flop. So, no good. I gave up. Yeah, fishy. There's no way a fish could have done that, is there? You can see how it's rolling under there. That's actually nicely put out round. Pizza, you having a laugh? It's got me wanting a cup of coffee by the colour of it. Do you like my coffee stronger than that brown man? That higher kettle, that is Cliff Face. And it's actually possibly the world's slowest falling waterfall. Gary, good morning, how you doing? And the waterfall basically dribbles down into there. And that was one of our water birds. That was a dipper. So it's called its own big kettle. It's putting out another kettle under there. You can see by the way the water's moving in them. And it moves those rocks around and it digs it and digs it and digs it. You get these bigger ones that we have here. Lovely to see you though, Gary. Thank you for being here. Yeah, this bit just there, it's normally a foot wide and there's no water on the edges. And it's actually on its way down. You've got foam all the way up near about another foot, I would say, half a foot. One of my favourite places in the world, Jacko. When there's been a big storm in, this place is scary. It's deafening. And the power of water is real. I want to when the water's lower, measure this channel. The amount of water that runs through here, that runs into like a funnel about a foot wide, it's got to be 5 or 6 feet deep. But I can't tell it yet because the water's too high. That's what I want to do. It's a bit too full on for the ducks' part. They'll be at the back end. This further upstream is where the lambs are and where those pretty fossils are. Frente, my friend. How are you, Frente? Look at that. I just need a drink. Still no consultants there, but I've had 2 bank holidays, and the longer it takes to get the letter, the better the result should be, maybe. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, it's really early, Frente. Frente, I really like that graveyard that you're at. It's very different to the graveyards in the UK. Frente's channel is really interesting. All the cultural differences. It's like, wow. It's a bit like a latte, isn't it? I'll be brave and I'll show you the other end of this when I get back up. Because we're on a rock face. And as you can see, highly slippery, like glass slippery. Which is why I'm on the edges. Constant leaves on it. I need to stop this line. Towpath, thank you so much. If you don't know Towpath, click on his name, go over. And lots of local names on here. Because it's sandstone and it's so soft, all the kids over the decades, there's one there from 1993, carved the names. 2013, 2013 then. Jacko, you too. We might be brave and we might risk the farmer's bridge, I'll see. Possibly. And again, we're in the bottom of the ravine. I don't like going too close to the edge because a lot is overhanging. The trees don't have really good root support because there's no soil. And just like that, it chills out. No, run free, my name's not on there. I've checked for my kids' names. I would have kicked their backsides. Same with the trees. A lot of them have carved the names and I don't like it. Don't like it. Poor trees. Here's a nice little hobbit house for pizza. They're remodelling this one. Very poshly. I think the father's had a lot to do with this one. And they've been here with a saw. That's cheating. To make that shelter. No, I don't like it, bro. Shows a little local history, but I just don't like it. Diseases into the trees. We're getting close to the songbirds area. Beautiful hearing them sing. Needs curtains. This is going to be a warm one getting up this hill. Well, the wild garlic's in flower down there. All that you can see is wild garlic. MT, wow. Lovely to see MT. Thank you so much for coming in. Have a good day at work. It's mad that we cover so many time zones. I mean, challenging. What time is it for you? Must be ridiculously early for you too. Have you decided on the next premiere or live challenging? See how green it is. Apparently, once it's flowered, it's not real good. Wild Edibles, the Lady of Knowledge, was telling me all about that. She was live yesterday and I missed it. I was good. She's got a brilliant channel too. Whatever you do choose, looking forward to it. I love everything that you make. And Angela, just like that, really high. Whew. Blue sky coming. Tiramisu. I have had tiramisu in my head since we're talking about the cheesecake. And another thing that I want to make is profiterolls. But there's a type of profiterole, I can't remember its name. You make your pastry, so it's like a batter really, isn't it, for your profiteroles. But you also make like a brown sugar, like pastry mix, and you cut it into circles. And when you pipe your profiterole, you stick one of the discs on top. And as it cooks, in butter, brown sugar, there's some flour in it. As the profiterole cooks, so does that disc on top. And it flops around that profiterole and makes a really, really crispy, crunchy one. Aren't they just happy days? Oh, I'll find out the name. I can't remember what the name was. We're not going to do it backwards to the bridge because it's too wet, it's too dangerous. I nearly went ridiculously sliding down that hill. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I've had nettle cheese before. Nettle cheese is lovely. Yeah, tiramisu. So whatever that's called, it makes a like a crunchy half-shelled profiterole. You can fill it with cream or your patisserie stuff. You fill them with that if you want. But they sound really interesting. Ooh, brownie, yes, yummy. Yum, yum, yum. Challenger did me a video for pancakes. Big, fluffy pancakes. I was crap at trying making them. Is that a bruise? That's not a pen. But I like both. Pancake day. Mine have the thin pancakes. I like the sugar and lemon. But they have chocolate spread and fruit and cream with theirs. Ooh, one pot meals as well. I do a slow cooker chicken curry. You get a packet of the spices. Also, it's a bit cheeky that way. But you add your onion, your chicken, tomatoes. I add peppers and I add spinach. What other vegetables do I put in? Whatever floats your boat. And then you mix the powder sachets, the seasoning sachets, in with the tin tomatoes. Whack it in. When it's about an hour before it's done, I add some coconut milk powder. Lovely. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to make some coconut sticky rice to go with it. Yeah, I never used to be a fan of coriander at all, but now I really like it. John, how you doing? It's beautiful, John. Lovely and peaceful. Not many people around. Ooh, Grum, that sounds interesting as well. Exactly, Angela. It's a lot of pressure cooking live. Bad enough walking and talking, but actually cooking and challenging smashes it. Ooh, we have someone else walking. Let's point you this way until we get past these walkers. We'll go to the scary bridge, give it a look. Amelia, how are you doing? Now this little trickly stream should be quite high as well. Alan, right, we'll be brave and go over the top and go down. It is though, it's a lot of pressure cooking live. You've got a lot to think about as well as your chat. Oh, I'm getting wet and soaked. This is the thing with the leaves out. You get more soaked than when it's not. I love this little bit because it's all bedrock and it kind of leans to the side. It would be good for a rubber donut. So some little drink. Silver. Ooh, Angela, that sounds amazing. There's quite a lot of water in this one too, considering it's not just a little trickle. Let's get round that side. Possibly the night wet feet. Rob, how are you doing? Yes, getting rather wet. When I finish this live, Mick is live fishing, so I'll be heading over there if anyone would like to see watch Mick. He's got a brilliant chat, and he's got the old clicker out. He and Nick do brilliant lives, lovely and chilled, and lots of fishy action. Yeah, I like that little bit. Ooh, what am I doing? Right, behave screen. Now then, getting a bit old for bending down under trees, you know. Oh, it's your evening, Amelia. We've got middle of the night people, we've got early people, we've got mid-morning here, and you night time. See if these logs have been moved any off this log. Ouchie! Ooh, getting stabbed by that right where you don't want stabbed. Ooh. No one really comes up this little beside bit, so I like that. Huge log jam there, it's about 2 foot tall. It's making a really big pond behind it. Decent sized reservoir behind it. I am in northern England, a county called Cumbria, close to the border with Scotland. Brun, lovely to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, drop Brun free. Subbing some likes. Brun's lush. But lush is good, great, amazing. I forget when I use these words that you might not know what they are. Lush, I suppose, is also greenery, rich. But in this area, lush is good. Ask Nessie. Ooh. Me and Nessie, you know, used to hang out the same places at the same time, go at the same concerts. It's nuts. Not long since met her. It's mad. Right, little bridge of horror. That is a fancy hobbit house. For a new rock, thank you for being here. Got another log jam starting. It's that log bridge, John. That's the issue. I hate it with a passion. Yet I always go across it. It's getting a bit wobbly and some of the logs are a bit rotten. And then we've got that big bank to scramble up, literally scramble. No way, Amelia. The border reivers were in this area, believe it or not. Dumfries and Galloway is just across the Solway, and I am about 9 miles from a northern little town called Longtown, which isn't far from the border with Scotland. So you've got Gretna Green, about half an hour away, maybe, tops. Yeah, border reaver action around here. Small world. Where's that? Oh, that's come off that tree. It's snapped. That should be up there. So, the horrible bridge, farmer built bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4 creeps me out. No, number 4 creeps me out because it's a lot lower. 4, 5, 6 isn't great because it's got a bit rotten. 8 is terrible because it's rotten flat. And the rest aren't much fun on the way. Ah, cool, Amelia. You know what? New Zealand is somewhere on my bucket list. I would love to go to New Zealand. It is stunning. Ooh, old man's ears. Shrooms. There's more on this side. Old man's ears. Chewy. They can be rubbery. Exactly, Rob. And the handrail is about a foot high and very loose, which makes it interesting. The water's about 5, 6 foot down. So if my foot comes loose, because these are a foot apart, it's gonna hurt. Righty ho. Oh, do I want to do this? Can't bottle it, can I? Rope tight. My God. Sorry, I'm concentrating. I'm not looking at chat. Oh my God, this one's wobbling. Yeah. See, rotten one. Good God. The wobble doesn't fill me full of joy. Another 4, 3. Oh, we went backwards. 2, 1, and we're over. Ooh, done. Amelia, halfway across, it does feel like that. Pretty little string there. Ooh, rope swing. But that is ridiculously low. And someone tied it in a zigzag, well, across it, diagonally. So I had to retie it, and I'm not the greatest at knots. Kay Stevenson, how you doing? Right, this bank's fun. Oops, someone's been on the Guinness. Ooh, we've got the helmet tree. I forgot about the helmet tree. Helmet, but it's not purple. Now then, this is always fun. I have gone to go backwards. This side's good because the roots make little steps. Right, hang on, we'll hang on to this tree. Oh, my back's starting to twang. I've only come this side, I've gone a different way. That was actually better. Midges. Now, they didn't come on the faucet and leave the offering like they normally do. Unless it's a different tree they've used. But the flower offerings are always on honeysuckle at the equinoxes. Ooh, my legs. Oh. Oh. How's things, Kay Stevenson? And we're on the back side of the bog. That car doesn't sound happy. A zip line would be perfect across there, you know. You've got some nice big oaks for an anchor. So a lot of these trees have honeysuckle wrapped around them. Oh, we've got an offering. Someone has been. They're late. Unless there's been some lunar date that I don't know of. Has there been any significant date, nature's date? Normally it's equinox. So they brought carnations this year. Always this tree. They've taken away last year's offerings, the flowers that were left last year. They've unwrapped it a bit, I think. But there you go. J&M. But they've left it some carnations. Yes, Amelia. Winter equinox was last spring. Winter equinox. So we're bringing flowers and hanging them on this tree. So about 3 weeks late, I think, from spring equinox or summer equinox. Would have been back April the 20th. It's since then, Jim. Last time I came this way, it can't have been that long since we were here. Maybe it is. Some kind of pagan offering, I presume. Further into the wood, there's more offerings tend to happen, and it's sticks of that long, and it looks like ivy wood, all the same length and stacked around the bases of some trees. Nice to see they've been back. It's always on honeysuckle. Always. I wonder why they don't stack around the bases of these ones. Cooking by none. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Ew, doesn't that look like a face? Isn't that odd? Which way should I go down? Have a look down this way. Yeah, it is a bit Blair Witchy. I'd love to set a camera up to see what goes on, to see if there's a funny dance around the tree when they do it. But no. I'm possibly going to regret going this way. Some of the honeysuckle there as well. It seems like it's purposely planted on these trees. It's spiraled up around them perfectly. So it's not actually a path, it is water runoff. Sorry, just looking around the base of these trees to see if there's any more. Secret Bikes, how you doing? We're good. I'm behaving myself. Just been having a look at some pagan offerings around trees. I'm wondering if I'm going to go flat on my backside when I come down here. See, I don't fancy that at all. Oh, could you imagine, Rob? Aye, maybe not. Right, we'll go this way because I don't want to fall on my backside. And then we've got that little cavern that I found just over this bank. I've got that camera, but it won't see far enough back. The cavern that I found, the crevice that I found is like 6, 7 foot, 8 foot deep from the probing that I've been doing. Oh, I'm getting soaked coming this way. Steve, good morning. How you doing? Secret Bikes, have you got your new bike? Yeah. Did you find one? Right, where's mine? Oh, I come too low. Can you tie it in a bow? Here's my little crevice. We're going looking at Shazza's crevice. With the history of this place, it interests me what could be in the back of it. Oh, nice one. See, our winter solstice is the 21st of December. Spring has just been. So there's my crevice. And I've had a route around with this very long stick. It's about 8 foot long. And it opens up wider at the back. You did blooming good dropping the smokes. Steve's kicking his smokes out as well. Doing a smashing job. See, look at that hole. Shazza's holes. Something pops its head out of there, I'm going to have a heart attack. Ooh, look at that spider's web. Another crevice there, but not as big as the one. There was something sparkly at the back. I'm like, ooh. Ooh, heck. I kind of got sidetracked and then I fell asleep. So I missed you last night. See, when you live next. Yeah, it's so odd, Amelia. We're all opposites. Us northerners into spring and yous into winter. Long day today. Nick's out fishing. It's interesting how many he gets. Not Sunday, the last day he was out. I think he had 69 fish clicked in. Adders, the only UK poisonous snake. I've not heard of any in this wood, but they're close by, up on the grasslands. Some spiders that'll not be, there's false widows, but apart from that, pretty much not. We're into Maybug season, so I'm hoping to catch you some Maybugs. They are humongous. Steve, lovely to see you. Thanks for coming in. Maybugs are called, real life are called, well, properly called cockchaff beetles. And they're like a witchetty grub. The grub lives underground for 3 years. And they get to about that big, as fat as your finger, with a really horrible, spiky, nasty head on it. You're all right. And after 3 years, they come up from the ground and they're a beetle about that long with grey and white stripes on their body. They sound like helicopters. They can't fly very well. They fly in straight lines and about that's it. So you'll often get smacked in the head by a cockchaff. They're mainly out at night and they're huge and they're so noisy. Just like helicopters. I think where, was it Mick said to call them June bugs where he is. Secret Bikes, no it didn't, bar humbug. But we're kind of past the point of snow, so if it snowed I wouldn't be happy. Ew, look at that for a critter. You might regret your life choices, little birdie. Little birdie, the little birdie comes along, I meant to say. This would hurt with a rubber ring going down this one. You've got some steps and some trees in your way at the bottom. Apparently there's 7 or 8 trees in the bottom of there the other day, and they've all gone. I had high hopes for that snow, but no. We've now got an El Nino that is bringing us hot weather, in theory. So I'm all for that. 3 months of Scorchio, allegedly. It sounds fine by me. Ooh, car start. Yeah, these things would. Ooh. Oh, the big fat juicy things, Amelia. These are about as sticky as your thumb, although they don't have lovely nails on the end of them. About as sticky as your thumb. That is a scar from Victorian dump. Decent scar. I've got more scars from that quarry dump. There's another one there. Another one there. Oh, they're new. I'll start taking gloves and I forget to put them on and get overexcited. Yeah, it's really warm, isn't it, Kay Stevenson? So I presume the jet streams move north, which is bringing weather from the south up over us. So it could be El Scorchio. I'll have to look those up, Amelia. Cock chaff. So cock, and then CHAFFE are these beetles. Some, the grubs, they're huge, they're angry, evil looking things. Get called dock grubs because they're like the dock roots. Good for fishing. All right, Kirsty. I've been taking them challenging, but I get overexcited. So you've got an old hayloft and a very old barn. An outbuilding, a couple of 100 years old, if not more. Got the Arrowslow air holes to aerate it. Pleasure to have you here, Amelia. Thank you for being here. It's going to be a lovely day, look. The sky's clearing right off. How are you going to upgrade it, Kirsty? SSC TV, good to see you. And we have Sticky Willy. Ooh, it's close to flowering. We'll have sticky balls soon. But they can grow a good few feet long. But it just sticks. All those tiny little hooks. You can't see that one better, I think. Loads of little hooks. Officially, bluebells. Officially, it's called cleavers. But locally, known for generations as Sticky Willy. Moo-moos. Oh, he has been moving them. Stinky. Oh, a bit Sticky Willy. They've grown loads. I think he's been spraying poison. Look, they're all dead. They weren't dead. And there is silver dollar honesty plant. Looks like he sprayed all this bank. I wonder why. Oh God, it's not milking time, is it? So the milking parlours are in that way. And the cows are over there. Please don't let him be moving them. Oh, cool, Kirsty. Phew-wee. Cow doo-doo and silage. What a smell. Hello. See, there's a fence there, so hello, little moose. Me and cows don't get on really, they tend to chase me. Yeah, he's been poison spraying. Weed killer along here. More moose. And the fact that he just uses a piece of string as a fencing when he's moving the cattle, it doesn't. Hello. Hello, little lady. She's sniffing me. Yeah, he uses these. Hello. Hello, girls. Good Lord. Yes, Sticky Willie has a group of little white flowers. Just see a load of heads. They're all in a line, stood watching me. We'll see if they'll come through to the gate. I don't mind them when through a fence. It has little tiny white flowers that turn into sticky balls. Sticky ball seed. Yeah, me and cows have an issue. They tend to chase me. And they've given me some horrific moments up on the moors when no one can hear me scream. I didn't know I had a cow phobia until I started meeting them in fields and on the moors. It's not a pleasant experience. Who did we meet last week? I think we met number 977. Was it 997? 997 was all right. Had a big, long, licky tongue. Cow tongue. Look at that gate. There's barely any gate there. It's smashed. Hello, ladies. How are you diddling? Ha, they've got electric wire. Is there a bull? That sounded like a bull. Yeah, there's a bull. Where is he? Mr. Bull sounds like he's doing his work. Hey, girls, where's he at? Hello, ladies. They look ready to go for milk, and some of them, they've got the udders are rather full. Where's Mr. Bull? I could hear him. Hello, ladies. We have a visitor. You coming? Hello, girl. Isn't there just, you see, I'm being a smart ass because they've got an electric fence and I can see the battery that it's tied to. But she can come to see me in the corner. Hello, girl. How you doing? I can't see your number properly. What number are you? Miss 0611. Hello, girl. How you diddling? Mr. Whistle, how you doing? Hello, girl. She says, not on your Nelly. I'm looking for this bull. There's a bull. I could hear him. She totally shaded us there. How rude's that? Let's see if he's moved the rest that were up here. I think he might have moved them. There's a rotten bull. He's doing his ladies' call. Yes, Amelia, the issue is they've got very hard heads, hooves, can weigh like a ton, and they can run at 30 miles an hour. And it's faster than Usain Bolt, and I'm not taking the risk of getting trampled. The animal that kills the most people in the UK is cows. There's a song thrush. Yes. Look at that blue sky. So I think the scariest encounter I had was right on top of the moors. Right on top of the moors. Oh, there's some bikes coming. And I turned the corner. Now on that moor, the farmer leaves all the stone-walled fields open for the cows to just wander around. Mick, how you doing? He's at 30 already. Nice. I'll be in shortly. Yeah, I turned a corner on the moor and there was a cow just through a gate. And she turned and she looked at me and she kind of pricked her ears. I turned the other way. Lo and behold, there was a calf sat at a little crag. So she started coming towards me, and that was me. I was off like bolt. Morning.
You with your gorgeous blonde hair.
Oh, thank you very much. So yeah, there was no one to hear me scream up there. So I had a bit of a panic on. See, I can't do push bikes because of the nerve damage in my legs. Can't pedal. Morning. I can't pedal. They're contraptions of hell for me. Unless they're motorised, I just can't do it. Walking's a different motion to like lifting your legs. And my back and my nerves don't like it. Challenging, much love to you as well. If you haven't got challenging, go click on a name, press the notification bell. Premieres and live cooking. Stunning food. Adore a hell of a lady on top of that. Brilliant recipe for a fantastic channel. Yeah, Amelia, I've got bolts and pins and my spine fused up. And I've got rheumatoid arthritis. I've got a lot of nerve damage from the waist down. Lost 40% strength and movement in my legs. You know when you smack your knees with hammers. I don't have any of that left. It doesn't work. So doing the walks is kind of my two fingers to it. Yeah, bikes I couldn't do. I've tried and it makes my life miserable. Yeah, challenging. Love it. Love the lot of you. Where is those cows at? They must have moved that lot. So the horizon is Scotland. Across the Solway. You've got Gretna. Where's that wind from? You've got Gretna round about there. And you've got Dumfries and Galloway. There's the hills in the background. Sorry about that. Signal went. Someone tried to ring us and the signal drops. So yeah, you've got Dumfries and Galloway is the horizon. So just past the border with Scotland. No, I didn't end it. When the phone rang, it knocked the camera off. And me being an idiot couldn't work it out. Lots of horseflies, icky, horrible things. What a beautiful day it's turned into from that rain. Angela, lots of Angela's over the cup. And stunning. I make her grandma's meatloaf and it is amazing. The oats in it are a game changer. Hi, Steph, how are you doing? We'll go see the goats. See what mood they're in today. Yeah, over in that direction, you can just about see them on the horizon. That is the Lake District. And between us and those hills in the background is the Solway, there's the sea there. Gretna, round about there, Gretna Green, where everyone elopes to get married. So Amelia, your family was from there, just on the horizon from here. I'm bang on, Heister. I'm nursing my back. My back's been pain the last couple of days. Took me an hour to get out of bed yesterday. I was too scared to move. These wild peas are lovely. I had some turn up in the garden. Like a wild sweet pea. Really pretty vine. Don't get too big, but the flowers are gorgeous. You sometimes get them yellow flowered. Amelia, if you go on Angela's channel and look for the meatloaf recipe, she adds oats to the beef and pork mince and all the other yummy ingredients. And oh, they just melt away. You don't even know they're there. Oh, I know. Cat doo-doo is the smell that you never forget, is it? And it lingers. We have the lady bikers, all very poshly spoken. I don't know if you heard them saying, I love your blonde hair. Crabapple flowers. Beautiful blossom. The trees are absolutely covered on this side. No, not far at all, Heister. We're going to go along the back and do the goats. See the goats.
Let's check the outbacks again.
See how posh it is. And they've got some hard ground to go on this cycle route because it's not the easy. Ooh, heck, that was a big flight. It isn't the easiest of terrain. It's rather hilly up north here. There's a lot of Border Reaver interest here. There's bands called the Border Reavers. There's a lot of that history here. The priory that I've taken you to before, we're going to go inside there again soon. That was raided several times by the Border Reavers. We had Robert Byrne there too. The sieges at the Priory, there was quite a few. It was actually the seat of England for 6 months. And King Edward was in battle up this way. He decided to take 6 months out and took over the priory, which pretty much bankrupted the monks. Looking after him and his entourage. Wow, that sun is warm. There's my hills. So those hills in the background are the northern tip of the Pennines. That's the woodland we've just been through at the back there. And back to the coast in Scotland that way. Yeah, I'll maybe take it to some places of river significance, Amelia. There's also the Arthurite Church that Tim went to. I was telling him about that church. And the head of Robin Hood is meant to be there. Not Robin Hood, King Arthur. No. We're a long, long way from Robin Hood land. Just watching all these crows. Loads of crows. Run through this one. Probably about 6 miles. The track that we take that takes you into the wood, that's about a mile itself. And then there's all the pottering around. So we'll have a look to see if the deer are around. If you want to, we can go through the marsh and loop back around, go see if the deer are there. There's all those crow nests make such a noise. Yeah, Amelia, 5 away. Live this time on a Tuesday and a Thursday. And Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's later for you. It is 12 p.m. UK time. So I think that's 10, 11 o'clock, I think, for you. Ish. Look at that. Heaven. I do between maybe 5 and up to 12 miles a day. If I take you back to the viaduct where we're finding all those fossils, we'll do the walk that takes you to the castle with the prisoner of war camp. I couldn't believe it when I read that. Prisoner of war camp 18. It was a camp for hardline Nazi commanders, officers, and there were 6,000, and I think 600 orderlies with them to rehabilitate them back into life. And they worked with the local farmers, they set newspapers up, and some of them actually stayed here. Yes, Brun Free, please do. I'd love to see. Brun, which part of Australia are you in? Oh, it's warm. Daisy, your area is beautiful as well. I love your videos out and about. Such a pretty town. Looks like snow and it's blossom. Oh, brilliant. We'd love to see that run free. So it's up to you guys. We can go past the goats and end the live, or we can go straight ahead and go through the marsh where the deer are and loop back around. It's entirely up to you all. Blackbirds singing away. That sun's really hot. And the lambs are getting big, fat and juicy. But it's absolutely gorgeous, Brunford. I'd love to see it. Please do a walk. This is the good thing about YouTube. Oh, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good morning, Mr. Magpie. How's your wife and family? Magpies are omens of bad luck. So you greet them to ward off the bad luck. And there was only one, and that's bad news. 1 for sorrow, 2 for a joy, 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy, 5 for silver, 6 for gold, 7 for a secret and never to be told. The other one's maybe sat in its nest. We've had the rams in the field on the right. They've done the work for the year. So they're having a rest. Every time I come past, they're always asleep. They're all up on that bank. All these rams sat on that bank there, asleep. So I'm just scratching my arm. See if we can get close to some lambs. They're right little porkers now, they're huge. Jake that comes in, he's New Zealand. I've cleaned up some more of the finds from the Victorian dump. There was a bottle that had Melon's infant food on it, baby milk basically. Baby feed for when not breastfeeding. Babies and invalids, the original label said. It's got part of the original label on, and you can see the food part, and you can see below the invalid part of the label. Ooh. Helen, how you doing? Good to see you. Sorry. I would love to do a trip all around that area of the world. Japan, Australia, New Zealand. I would love to do that. Stunning places, just beautiful. Good sky. Just pass on a guy. Just put you down for a sec. Hiya. And you've got Perpetual that comes in. She posts some stunning videos as well. Let's go see what mood these goats are in. Life is back to normal after the coronation. Yesterday was an extra bank holiday. And it was asked for yesterday, people if they could, to go volunteer and help out charities or people. The Prince of Wales and his family were with the Scouts, putting in pathways. Really good, nice to see. It was a brilliant weekend. The little one was absolutely glued to the TV for the coronation itself. Really loved it. And she was literally open-mouthed at the choirs. She said that she wants to be in the choir next time at Westminster Abbey. She absolutely loved the choirs. Yes, tunnel under a road. They built a bypass. Where are the goats? The rhododendrons are starting to flower. Some beautiful red ones there in the background. Yeah, I'm good. How are you, Helen? And the goats are hanging out next to the shed. Yes, I've got a drink in my pocket, Brun. Because of this dry mouth thing, it's naturally got me drinking a lot more than usual. Very cool. It was stunning. Those beech trees are suddenly green. It's amazing how quickly things have changed. We could have all the crows chattering above our heads in a second when we get close to the trees, the nest now. One neighbour scared the crows off his property and they've moved into a neighbour's. They make such a mess. Right, this side is the less galoopy, although it's the odds of getting poked by wild roses. Ooh, my poor boots. Pop, how are you doing, Pop? That lovely cherry blossom. Oh, made beautiful. Love cherry blossom. Thanks, Helen. Those crows are all in these trees here. Ooh, I've not tried that. Go on. Oh, Daisy, she was so excited. The Friday at school, they had a big assembly, and they had local armed forces bases in and choirs in for assembly. And she loved every second. Veterans went in for it as well, church choirs. Captain, how you doing? Good morning. When they're not nesting, they come and roost you, and it's literally like a cloud. Yeah, I saw it. They'd attacked a woman, hadn't they? That dog that went for me the other day, that gave us a bit of a fright, you know. Didn't expect it at all. Imagine if it was a kid. We're coming up to the monument for the Jacobites. Now along here it's all old beech. But the powers that be have replaced the hanging tree with an oak, which isn't pleasing the local historians because everything that's been planted here has been beech. Uddy, good morning. I know, Silver. Buddy, another fisherman extraordinaire. Absolutely stunning area. Stunning. All right, it just bruised. It didn't break the skin. Just gave us a fright more than anything else. Just didn't expect it. It was being all friendly, and then boom, grabbed hold of my arm. I'm more annoyed that it ripped my jacket that I had on. You can see the flower head just coming in on that sticky willy. And it'll have little white flowers that turn into sticky balls about 3 mils across, 2 mil across. So there were 6 Jacobites hung here. And we'll go to the monument on the site of the hanging tree itself, next to all the lovely bluebells. Mick's out fishing, so when I end this live, I'm going to be jumping over to Mick's live. Sounds like Jacobites supported the House of Stuart, and there was a rebellion. I'll read you it out. There's a Jacobite society currently a wreath every year on the anniversary in memory of the 6 Jacobites who fought for the restoration of the House of Stuart and who were executed here October 21st, 1746. James Innes, 4th Regiment, Patrick Lindsay, Kilmarnock Regiment, Ranald MacDonald, Clanranald Regiment, that is so hard to say. Thomas Parks and Peter Taylor were from Manchester, as was Michael Dellard. And this that was left over to honour the loyalty and bravery of the 6 Jacobite soldiers executed here for fighting for their rightful king from the 15 Northumbrian Jacobite Society. Now, can I read this out? Sticky balls. Yeah, it's really warm here. This stone is placed to mark the site of the ancient capon tree, under whose shade the judges of Versailles rested, and upon whose branches were executed for adherence to the royal line of Stuart. Colonel James Innes, Captain Patrick Lindsay, and the rest were soldiers. Yeah, all right. Not long till we've got sticky balls. And then you've got your Celtic cross at the top. And this was erected in 2004. Sparkly club, sticky balls. So this was the position that they've decided that the hanging tree was. And they've planted an oak in its base. You all right, Sparkly? Loads of sticky balls on this side. You can see it all poking up. Sticky Willy. Actually, I think I've got some garden. If it grows to a few feet long, it'll get side shoots out like these. It's just stuck to my finger. You get side shoots out. Focus. They're all spiky. Doesn't hurt. Like focus. Tiny little hooks. Hey, there you go. There's a Celtic cross. The monument. This seat's kind of cool. So you have the hanging tree. You have a couple of guys boxing, a guy dancing, spectators. We have a romantic moment, some kids playing with a ball, and a kid going off to work. Cool. And unfortunately, it's sunk. It's really low down. But yeah, that sign should be about 6 foot tall, and it's not. It's about 5 foot-ish. Well, I do have to go. I need to be in for a parcel coming for daughter. Son's baby reveal is this weekend, and she's been put in charge of coordinating it all. So she's got parcels coming. Pop, if you type drop. Pop, you're not going to... Sorry, Pop, I can't see because... Pause. Right, 2 seconds, Pop, hang on. Sorry. There you go. Yeah, Pop's got a brilliant channel. Thanks for that. I didn't even notice I pressed the button. on StreamYard. You can't see who's not got a spanner. So if anyone's not got one, shout at me. Sorry about that, Pop. I thought you had one. Look at all that sticky willy. We've got some big sticky willy there. Interesting. This is going to be a patch of sticky balls in the not long distant future. My pleasure, Pops. I thought you already had one. These old beaches are so pretty. They make like a tunnel. So, people, that is me. I'm going to have to scoot. Get home for this parcel appearing for daughter, who's arranging this baby gender reveal. It's going to be interesting. Amelia, it's a town called Brampton in Cumbria. So they're from the streets at this end of the town. There, you should be able to hear me now. I'm really sorry for that again. I hear chicks. Pops, I'm really sorry that you didn't have a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm on late. That's 12 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. No, it didn't end. I'm still here. I just refreshed it so you had volume. So tomorrow I'll be back regular time, 12 o'clock. Lovely to see you all. I am going to go over and mix. Can anyone, buddy, could you stick Mix channel in? The Right Touch Fishing, him and Nick's channel. I think they're on there. Right Touch Fishing is where Mick's live right now fishing. I'm going to head over there myself. Oh, that wispy cloud. Thanks, buddy. Sounds like he's having an amazing day fishing as well. He might beat his 69 that he got for his total the other day. He does a good job. He's a good fisherman. Lovely guy. Thank you very much. So Mick's live over on that link. I'm going to be heading over myself. Oops. So it'd be nice to see you there. See everybody over in Mick's. We've got a lovely chat. Lovely people. But thank you all for joining me. And I'll see you again tomorrow, hopefully. I'll soon. Maybe over and I'll see you in Mick's. All right, bye now. Thanks, everyone.